Alrighty, hey everyone, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Sorry about the little bit of a late start. My computer wasn't registering my camera for some reason, so I had to do a quick little reset, then pull up all of the tabs. But I got everything ready for us today. Today's going to be an interesting one because we're going to be building up our own AI portfolio here. I put some money into a Robinhood account, just a small amount. We're also going to be able to track some stuff through TradingView with some cool little tools they have over there. And on top of all of that, Loki has treats since I went to the store a couple days ago or yesterday, and I also going to be smoking a nice little cigar with you guys today. So I think it'll be a pretty good day of just relaxing and streaming and stuff like that. Happy to see you here, Haram. I got myself a cup of nice hot tea. Don't know what type of tea it is. It's ginger lemon. And I got a whole bunch of it over here too to keep me going for a minute. You guys can kind of see the steam. I know I have a good camera, but sometimes I don't know if that good quality makes its way all over to you guys from YouTube. So, to get things started off here very fast, I am going to give Loki a treat. That way he can be happy and satisfied. And then we're going to kind of go over to how we're going to be aiming for all of this stuff, because it is going to get a little bit more complicated as we move along here. He likes these treats, but I can't stand them because they smell like salmon. And if it's not fresh salmon, it just smells like something very funky. But here's Loki. He deserves it. He got his flea and tick treatment today. And he doesn't like it at all. Good. Yep. Now I get to eat it over there. So, happy to see all of you guys in here today. A little bit of a recap. And hey, Villa, happy to see my man. Here's kind of the goal of today. So, I got ChatGPT up here. You can see a bunch of different tabs up top. We're going to have one ChatGPT for a dedicated chat, basically trying to find out the fundamental analysis of stocks. And of course, we could always find it the old-fashioned way of going to the website and stuff like that. But if we can speed up that process, all the better for us. Afterwards, we're going to have our base chat GPT where we have really good conversations with it, asking you questions that you guys may have. Hey, Lisa, happy to see you. Sorry, I missed you right at the end of the stream yesterday. And hey, Steve, happy to see you as well, my man. So we're going to be going between these two a lot. And then what we're going to be doing is using TradingView to go through some of the technical analysis here, almost to the point where I feel like I should probably have two TradingView tabs on here today, just to make things a little bit easier. The first TradingView tab is going to be for this section right here called products, and you're going to see right here portfolios. We're going to be opening up a new portfolio ourselves. This one is going to be mostly for just looking at the technical analysis and stuff like that. A little bit more complicated, but let's have just a view like, hey, how has this stock actually been performing before we start to buy into some stuff. Next up, we're going to be talking about a little bit of news and general stuff when it comes to AI. AI right now is actually taking a hit as far as I'm concerned, but it is pretty interesting. And then we're going to be going over all this news here. Most of you guys have probably heard by now Michael Burry, excuse me. He's been saying a bunch of stuff here. Like me, he has a lazy eye, so we are compatible in that way. We're both experts in the field of AI. JK, I'm not. But talk a little bit more about just what happens if you Google AI as well. And I put another $100 into this account. I told you guys I didn't really have much money in here, but I was like, okay, let me just put like $100 in here. And then I'll have like a real account where I'll buy like $5 worth of this, $10 worth of that, $7 worth of that, whatever. And then from there, we can keep track of it like this. And then we'll also have the formal portfolio that we make right here for ourselves too. I forgot to sell this stuff today like I was supposed to. I really should have. I sold my Big Bear AI for like 34-cent profit basically. It's up 3%, but today's return was 7, so it was down for a minute. But tomorrow when all this is sold off, I will buy all of the stuff we're talking about today. Because I only have $100 in this account and stuff like Big Bear AI $6, Varies $5, Path is 14. Don't expect me to put like $100 in each one of these stocks. It might be $5 for this stock, $10 for this stock, whatever. And then next month we come back and look and see what's working, and we double down into some of those things that we still think are profitable. Still some of those things that maybe they've had some good earnings, we can still feel confident about them, and we'll kind of move forward, based off of how each asset is performing. So this is going to be a longer term project. I think it's going to be really fun and exciting for us to talk about here. But we really haven't done something like this in a minute, so I feel like it's kind of worth it, right? And hey, Wild to the Free, happy to see my man. Good evening, good evening. I'm just going to take a quick sip of tea here, then I'm going to light up my cigar, and then we're going to get started. Because I think it'll be fun to kind of see the money amounts, like, with the Big Bear AI. I only made 3.5%. It was a lot higher this morning when it was at 6.95, but it is what it is. I didn't sell, you know. But again, I've been holding some of this stuff for a long time. Not the ones in the Robinhood account, but I've been holding some of this stuff for a while. You guys remember I told you guys about Big Bear AI like 2023, like way back over here, back when it was like $1.31. And it's been a rocky ride, don't get me wrong, but it did get up to like $9, and right now it's at $6. So still some profit there. But yeah, interesting stuff ahead. So let me light up this cigar here and we'll get started. This is just a typical little Rocky Patel. I have a bunch of these little things. These are probably some of the first cigars I bought. I haven't been to the cigar shop in a minute to go buy me some new stuff. And I don't feel like opening up a new box. But great little Lanceros. I don't know why I love these suckers so much. A lot of my friends don't like these little Rocky Patels, but the flavor of these is actually great. Now, I have had these for a couple of years now, and they have aged quite well. I know when I first got them, I wasn't like excited about them, but I gave them a good couple of years of just sitting in my humidor with some of the good Cubans and stuff I got. It turned out to be pretty darn good. So, hey Fitz, happy to see you as well. Let me go over here, get the nice little light up. There we go. There we go. All right, so let's start off with this one right here. What I wanted to do very fast is just find the right GPT. We've done this before, but there's so many different ones from the last time. So I'm just going to look up stocks, right? I see stocks, crypto, options, and forex market summary, investing, trading, stocks, crypto, forex, ETF, investment sources, real-time market data, analyze stocks, cryptocurrencies, future forex quotes in real time, no. A research-driven market analysis offering growth and quant-based insights for investors. I think this might be the best one for stocks, ETF, crypto. Oh. Financial decisions. Let's see. So I see global stock analysis and stock market intelligence. This is a 4.1 score. And this one has a 3.9 score. So they're just going to be okay. But I think if we're going to go with something, let's just go with the 4.1. Let's go with start. There we go. All right. So what first we're going to do is we're just going to go through the plain one here. Oh, and if any of you guys have any questions during this, please let me know. We're kind of working through this together. This is my first time doing something like this. So it's just to kind of have fun, learn a little bit. And then like as the months go along and we're going to be here for months holding AI stocks, right? We're going to see how all of this performs. And if we happen to make some money off of this, or if I happen to make some money off of this, awesome. If I happen to lose some, I don't think I will, but if I do, it'll be a learning lesson, I guess you could say, right? So ginger tea. All right, let's get started. For me, I think I'm looking for stocks that are below $10 billion market cap because they're just cheaper. And by that, I mean they have the opportunity to blow up like a Tesla or Palantir or something like that. I got into Tesla pretty early and I was happy about that one. I got into Palantir very early. Not as like Tesla was much later than the Palantir for me. So I was happy with how those things ended up making me money. But for both of those, I really didn't put in a lot of money because they were so speculative. And if you guys recall, both for Palantir and Tesla, the media really went after them very hard because of their CEOs and their kind of political leanings. So this time, I'm not looking at their politics. I'm not looking at any of that type of stuff. I'm just looking at if they can make money and what their business model is and what they're actually trying to sell to a corporation, to the public, whatever. And I'll be basing that I'll be using that information to really figure out, do I want to put money into this asset? If I listen to CNBC, Fox Business, all this stuff, I would have never invested as much money. I would have invested less, right? So I did invest less. That's the problem. So we'll see how all of this goes, right? And hey, Mackenzie, happy to see my man. Hope you're doing very, very well. Oh, excuse me, guys. All right, so let me do this. Does this work right here? Dictate. So for today, I want to find the top 20 AI stocks. Oops, somebody's calling my phone right here in the middle of all this crap. There we go. Jasmine. Somebody named Jasmine. I don't know who that is. Makes me feel bad. I probably should know them. Anyway, let me restart that one. And actually, let me put this into do not disturb mode. I forgot my phone has it. I just never have to use it. Nobody ever calls me. All right. So here we go. So for today, I want to find the top 20 stocks in the AI sector that have less than a $20 billion market cap. That's all. Let's just start with that. Let's just start with something simple. I love the fact that I can talk to AI nowadays, so it just makes life a lot easier. And I do like how we can have those communications while I'm talking with you in the microphone and stuff like that. Doesn't get too offended by it. Oh, but maybe it's not going to work. Maybe I just have to type it in myself because it's glitching out here. Give it 5 seconds. I said I have less than $20 million market. There you go. I'm just going to type it out. You guys will be looking at my horrible handwriting, but that's fine. So far, here are some of the stocks that give us. I asked for 20. Wait. Hold on. Let me just ask a why not. It probably told me I just skipped over it. I want companies. Yes. Okay, never mind. It'll pull them up. We just have to go through each of them, and we're going to see if they really are AI companies. I'm okay taking on some of that work myself. Oh my. I can pull 20 stocks right now, and I said yes, and it says here are 5 no. You said you could put up 20. We've just started, and now we're already picking a fight with the AI. But you know what? That's what the cigar is for. Huh. Well, okay, what about... Not even 15? If you like, I continue digging to compile further table of 10 or 15. Yes. Yes. Please do that. I wonder if AI is gatekeeping AI stocks. Okay, now I'm wondering because I already used it before to find all the stuff that I had on my Robinhood account. I used AI for all of this stuff, which is why it's so confusing to me right now. Like Big Bear AI. Well, yeah, that market cap is 2.65 billion. Yeah, Veritone right there. See, it knows it. Too Simple might be delisted. Oh, interesting. I never even heard of that one. I wonder if I should just rephrase the question asking for small cap stocks. See, it could do it the entire placeholder. It could do it the entire time. I just didn't want to do that. Okay. So there's AI, Soundhound, Big Bear AI, Veritone, Sprinkler, and Amberella, Upstart, Enodata, Sentinel One, Stroge, I can't pronounce German, SDGR, Recursion Pharmaceuticals, that could be an interesting play, Tempest AI, CGNX, and a couple other ones here. Further screening, okay. I think we can do that. Maybe may have to use another search engine. I know, right? Well, I've used it before, and that's what's so confusing here. So let me just say this. Save these, but also give me a list of 20 AI stocks that are in the small cap category. Maybe that's what it's looking for. You know what I mean? So it just doesn't want to do a specific number. Okay, that's fine. So let's just do this. And yeah, we can do this. Um, Now, what does small cap mean to you? Okay, so make me a list of 30 starting from mid caps and working your way down. I think that'd be realistic for now. And if you guys want to do this later on, you guys can focus on the nano caps and stuff like that. But penny stocks are a little bit scary and probably not the best use of our time today, right? But okay, here we go. Fill in the placeholders, please. I want to see if it does it or not. If it doesn't, we'll just do that. Now all together. I think AI is just basically gatekeeping the good AI stocks, which is kind of funny. Here we go. All right. Oh, I see. Mid cap, small cap. It didn't even go into the nano caps and whatnot. And micro and nano didn't even have to go down that far. I wonder what it would find down there, though. Okay, so the first one over here is going to be SoundHound AI. Let me see how the AI works first, and we'll kind of go from there. So, can you do a detailed breakdown of Ada Inc. And its fundamentals? Let's see how that works out. More like Google is gatekeeping. Yeah, right. It's getting all that information from there. So let's begin. Growth, innovation, deep dive, risk and valuation spotlight, and strategic positioning. Okay. So overview, SoundHound AI is a voice and conversation AI company focused on providing natural language, voice-driven interfaces and platforms across industries, automotive, restaurants, retail, customer service, and more. Their technology enables voice assistants, voice commerce, conversational AI agents, etc. According to their investor site, they position themselves as a global leader in voice and conversational AI. They went public via a business combination SPAC and filed their 2024 10K on March 11, 2025. So they're relatively new. They are still in the growth mode, but not yet profitable, but in pitching a larger addressable market of voice and conversational AI with enterprise B2B and embedded device B2C orientations. Okay, so it's not really going to people like us. It's going to, we'll like feel it in, I guess, our lives, but it's business to business or business to, really more towards, I would say, just smaller businesses, because you know, I don't know how they're gonna make money off of people like the business to consumer, but hey, we'll see. So why it's a real baker? Okay, top dog and first mover, sustainable advantage, good management, strong consumer enterprise appeal, contrarian foolish element. Many investors chase AI hype and large language models, etc. SoundHound is somewhat more specialized voice plus conversation AI embedded in devices and verticals that gives a contrarian flavor, not just the obvious chatbot stock. You almost wonder if they can sell that for data, like their conversations you're having with it, just sell it for data. Let's see. They reported only $42.7 million in revenue for quarter 2 2025, but that is up 217% from last year, which is actually pretty good. Management raised full year forecast to $165 to $180 million. Year to date through Q3 with revenue was $114 million, and Q3 growth was up 68% year over year. So they are growing. So here's the issue right here. The dilution is real risk. They've issued many shares to raise cash using used equity as financing. For example, as March 6, 2025, looks like 366 million Class A shares outstanding. They also mentioned material weakness and internal control over financial reporting and past disclosures, a red flag for financial quality. With shares outstanding, okay, we can approximate market cap, okay, 13.4, okay, $4.9 billion. So growth is very strong, profitability is weak, valuation is challenging, and the momentum is positive. So they call it a higher risk, higher reward pick, and I would actually have to agree with that. Let's go back over here very fast and just pull this up. Let me just pull up Bitcoin right now so I can just get onto the super charts. Bitcoin's not having a good day, is it? Soundhound. And you are seeing it coming down a little bit. Maybe it'll hold up to the 50-week moving average, but it really hasn't done much of a good job in the past of doing that. This is definitely something where if you want to buy into it, you're going to have to dollar cost average. You don't have to put everything in it today. So, and this is some of the news I wanted to talk to you guys about today anyway, before we even hop in here. You've heard some good news about AMD's Lisa Lu sees 35% annual sales growth driven by insatiable AI demand. But AI trade faces key test before NVIDIA earnings, AMD's Analyst Day. We were talking about that one. Big short investor Michael Burry accuses AI hyperscalers of artificially boosting their earnings. So you're seeing a lot of shorts hop into AI right now. And one of the big stories here was SoftBank sold their entire $5.8 billion stake in NVIDIA to pay for OpenAI deals, which is absolutely insane. So you are seeing a little bit of caution with the AI market right now. So I don't feel like we need to go all in when we're talking about each one of these different types of stocks, which is why for this one, I think it's fair that I'm starting off with like $143. I'll probably add in something like $100 a month into all of these things. So like another $100 every month, and I'll split that $100 up into some of the tokens that I think are performing well. The ones that are not, I'll kind of leave them alone and kind of see where they go. And then from there, we'll kind of follow along a little bit more closely to those things that are working out. But we'll always have that list like above my head that tells you like, is it up, is it down, what's going on, and that type of stuff. So let me pull this out very fast, go to the monthly chart, because it has been growing and it has had multiple months where we've had declines. The last decline we had, it went from $20 all the way down here to $6. So if we're going like that again, that could be pretty nasty. But I think if you got started and you just had the worst luck, and bought all the way up here, you know, if you were to average down over the next few months, you'd probably have an average of around $9 by then, not as low as here. Maybe, I mean, if you're lucky, maybe you get it like it's like $8, something like that, but I'm trying to be like realistic. But you would still be up around 41% if you did average down into this. And if you did average more over here and over here every month, you probably would have an average close to like 927 or something, and then you would be up even more. So I do think this is something I'm going to look at. Instead of going to CNBC, I'm just going to go to Soundhound though. I just want to go to the website very fast. You can see I've already been here many times. Oh, it's new though. Yeah, this is new compared to what I've seen before. Love this. Started buying AI stocks 12 months ago. It's been great so far. I started buying these things up in 2023, and thank God I did. Although 2023 was very slow. 2024 is when everything picked up. I wonder if QBTS, IONQ, and RGTI will show up. They might. Oh, here. QBTS. QBTS is something that I personally own, so I know that one. IONQ, I don't know if it's opening up here. But again, we can always add these on here as well, which is some of the fun stuff we can do here. But let me remember what exactly. There we go. Here we go. There we go. Whew. So Soundhound and interactions advancing AI. Talk to an expert. the solutions. What are they trying to solve? AI agents for retail and franchise businesses. This is what I kind of want to see more about. Like, what are they actually trying to do? Shopping that's easy as conversation. Meet your new retail workforce. Voice-enabled AI agents that transform every real touch point. Interesting. Solve service and experience gaps with AI that speaks retail. We offer fully integrated voice-enabled AI solutions built for the scale and complexity of retail chains. Deploy our solutions to increase customer satisfaction, improve operational efficiency, and automate routine AI IT services. Unifying the shopper and employee experience across every interaction. So, one of the concerns I almost have for this product, I know there's other ways they're going to be making one like a business to business, like we talked about before, but like I feel like a lot of businesses right now are kind of just not hopping into the AI train just yet because they know there's a lot of pushback for it. You know, they don't want to go full AI, they don't want to go full no humans because then they're like, oh, the corporation's making all this money, and now that we're not supporting other people's livelihoods and stuff like that. So it is going to get interesting from that aspect. But I think once people hop into the space, it's just going to go freaking insane. So I do think that'd be a good long-term hold. Phone and chat interactions. Okay, so if you call Macy or something like that, you get to talk to like a robot that actually knows what they're talking about. So you have Amelia in customer service. That's what I'm thinking of. Employee assist. Oh, so it's not replacing the employee; it's assisting the employee. Real-time intelligence and knowledge to staff via headsets and your tablets, making every employee your best employee. Oh, you ask your employer a question, the AI hears it and gives her the answer to give to you? Oh, that could be interesting. Smart answering for inbound calls and texts. Okay. Okay, all right. Oh, I just switched down here. I kind of like this though. I like how it says whoever is doing their marketing, employee assist is a really great way of doing it. Customer assist kiosks for in-store navigation. So I have like an AI person in the kiosk. That could be interesting too. Okay. Oh, they were on Resorts World. I gotta go to Vegas. I really gotta go to Vegas again. Resorts World Las Vegas AI agent handles 59% of calls, freeing staff. Oh my god. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We'd have to call it sometime and see how it is. If this was a really in-depth tutorial with you guys, and I had like Google Voice hooked up to my computer, and I knew it was gonna like sound good with you guys, I would totally have a conversation with Resorts World just to see how the AI is doing. That'd be absolutely insane. So I think this is something we can put some money behind. Now, I don't have any of it yet. So what I think we're probably going to do here is, let me look at this very fast. The current price after hours is about $13.52 for the portfolio. Let's call this a, oh, if you guys want to copy and just pretend like you're going along with me, because I'm going to put some money behind this, obviously, but if you guys just want to track it yourself, if you go to TradingView and you see this section up here called products, you can go down to portfolios, click on this, and then just say create manually. And then for the name, we can make it AI high risk. AI high risk, that's fine by me. Risk-free rate, I don't think we need to worry about that right now. Benchmark spot. We're mostly in tech, so let's go with the NASDAQ, I suppose. Or I mean, auto adjust trades for splits. Yeah, that's fine. Create. So let's add a transaction here. We're going to go with sound. And we're going to say we bought it today, and the price right now is $13.44, so $13.52. So $13.52. Quantity, let's just say we bought one. We're not going to pretend like we're big ballers over here. And we're going to save. And we got one right here. Okay. Now, there are videos linked in the bottom of the page. Oh, yeah, that probably got some over there, too. Yeah. The next one it says is Upstart Holdings. Let's go down here. Now, let's do... And make the response a bit shorter. I should say more concise, but I think I don't understand what I'm talking about. Let's see. So Upstart operates a cloud-based AI-driven lending marketplace connecting consumers with banks and credit unions through its proprietary models and platform. According to its 2024 annual report filed February 13, 2025, revenue was approximately $637 million, up 24% year over year. So not as much growth as we've seen with the SoundHound. Its platform spans personal loans, auto retail and refinance loans, small dollar relief loans, etc. So why it's a rule breaker. First mover in AI lending, platform dynamics. As more banks, credit unions adopt their tech and more customers flow through the marketplace, there's potential for scale and widening moat, especially if the models improve and become difficult to replicate. Consumer appeal and industry push, contrarian underdog appeal. 25% growth from last year, that's fine. Loan organization and transactional growth strong in recent quarters. For example, the Q4 report noted that 56% year-over-year revenue growth and 245,000 loans originated. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Okay. They lost about $129 million last year. High leverage and origination. Funding models, regulatory, legal risk around underwriting, modeling, see risk section. Some scrutiny, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission subpoena regarding model disclosure practices. Okay. The market responded favorably. Stock jumps improved relative strength rating. So growth is good. Profitability is not great. Valuation is not great. And momentum is okay. This one seems a little bit more of a higher risk. Credit risk, macro risk. Lending business is sensitive to interest rates, economic downturns, default rates rising. Man, the way the economy is going, we're probably going to have a little bit of an issue here with this one. So, let's see very fast. UPST. Here's a weekly chart. So this thing is definitely volatile. So since 2023, it has been going higher. So if you bought anywhere down here at 16 bucks, you're happy. But obviously, most people probably bought around here around 36. They're kind of just breaking even right now. Not really the best technicals at all. Personal loans with low fixed rates. Short-term relief, okay. Home equity line of credit. Yeah, these are definitely small, only up to $250,000. That's not really a lot. Personal loans up to 75, it's fine, but it's not the wealthy doing this. So you would expect a higher risk and more defaults and things like that. Let's see. They have affiliates? Oh. You get 1% of the funded loan or got rate of $150 if they do a mortgage thing. That's not really good rates right here, so they're being a little bit stingy. Let's see. Again, I've had this one, and I can say from holding it for a little bit of time, I'm down 15%. Not that I really bought much of it, I guess you could say, right? But I mean, what do you guys think about this one? Would you guys want to buy this? Part of me just isn't really sold on it right now, just because I do see a economic downturn coming, and I believe, like here, we are at a big support level, right? You see a little bit of an ascending triangle here. Maybe we can bounce off of this and go a little bit higher. I am a little bit more concerned about that, though, to be honest. Maybe if we bought this, we wouldn't buy as much as other things. You know what I mean? For now, let's put this probably into the maybe category. Maybe category. I'll the maybe category maybe just goes over here and we just start a new thing of tabs. Maybe that's what I'm probably going to end up doing. I got to figure out how to do this. I don't want to make a spreadsheet going over maybes and stuff like that. I'd rather just kind of go as we go, right? But that one's just okay. I would say just okay. The next one is Umbrella. It's AI vision and edge chip systems. Let me see if I just type it in. Will actually do all the work for me this time. Make it a little bit easier. So it's a fabless semiconductor company that designs system on chips focused on high definition video compression, image processing, and computer vision for edge applications, covering domains as automotive and cabin monitoring, security cameras, drones, robotics. Oh, okay. So it's going to be in there. A lot of stuff we look at here. So in short, they are shifting from legacy video compression and consumer camera markets towards edge AI vision markets, automobile industry, industrial, which have higher potential for growth and longer-term structural tailwinds. So they've already been doing something different for the last few years, but they're changing and they're trying to merge into this AI market and make some money into the system. Make money in the system, excuse me. So they have decades of IP and video and vision chip design, from high definition videos and action cameras, drones, and now edge AI vision. So they've done stuff like this before, but not in the AI space. The revenue was up 50% from the last year, which is pretty good. Full year guidance going up by around 31 to 35%. And the revenue is around $285 million for 2025. All right, not bad. They have a net loss of $6.8 million, which is not terrible because they're in transition. That means they're spending money to change things, so that's not terrible there for me. $93, that's a bit rich for me, but again, we have fractional trades. We can do that. Good growth, decent profitability, decent valuation, and good momentum. So let's pull this up, AMBA here. Yeah, this is one of those things I haven't really seen much about. I don't know if any of you guys have heard about this before. Oh wow. So we're buying this not at the lows, not at the middle. We're buying this at the highs. This is a little bit of a different game here. They're probably going to have to do a split eventually. So they have really been profitable for a long time. This is the monthly chart right now. Just had a change of character. This might be something for a shorter term move if you guys want to play around with it. I like the chart. I really do like the chart here. Okay, so let's get rid of all that other type of stuff. Okay. AI vision processors for edge applications. Our solutions make cameras smarter by extracting valuable data from high resolution video streams. Okay, so hold on. I don't know if you guys can understand this. I'm trying to. So pedestrian crossing, roadway, curb. So, with advanced driver assist systems, smart electronic mirrors, driver recorders, autonomous vehicles, and more, Abarella is committed to preparing you for the road ahead. Oh, so it almost makes self-driving cars even more smart, but possibly can be used for other stuff on top of that. Oh, surveillance? That sounds like a government contract to me. That sounds like a government You must say it's watching. Yeah, sounds like government. Sounds like government surveillance. Yeah, that's exactly. Oh shit! You know the government's gonna like this stuff. Both parties want to look at you a little bit more these days. Let me pour some more tea here very fast. Okay, so I've seen this happen before. I've seen something like this, not this exact detail. I went to a securities conference a couple years ago just to visit a friend out in Vegas because he's like, "Man, I'm leaving Philly to go to this conference. You want to come with?" And I was like, "Sure. Let me see if I can use my influencer status to get a free media pass," and I did. I saw a camera that thought black people were stealing stuff, and I was like with my friends. Only I was the thief, and it was crazy. So I don't know how I feel about this, but I feel like we're heading there nonetheless. So like, hopefully, it just says people, right? It doesn't say it black person like that. It just says people. We'll see if it does say that down the road. Loki wants to say hello very fast. Hello, where's Loki at? Oh, Loki. Oh, well, he came on this side where you guys can't see him. Good boy. Oh yeah, good boy. Oh, let me see. News and events. Okay. Key applications. Security. Towards a safer world. Smart security in the home. Stranger outside the house. Okay, so that doesn't seem anything new and revolutionary to me. So intelligent professional security. Let's see what this does. Means catching more than thieves in the act. What does that even mean? Let's see. Oh, where they walked, where they moved. This technology is already out there, but of course everybody's still looking to have it, right? Oh, okay. So imagine you have a person and it can kind of tell if they're in the system and they're looking at something you like. So when they're in the store, you can automatically send them a coupon to just incentivize them to spend money. Because even though they're getting something at a discount, the store is still making a profit and the person is still spending their money. Oh, that's ruthless right there. God, I don't think humans can really stop this type of technology from just like, yeah. Oh no, yeah. Like the cops are gonna get there that fast. Interesting though. I like that a lot though. I like that a lot. That's scary efficient right there. Mostly with just giving them a coupon or something like that, right? Might have to watch them for a few minutes, see if they're actually grabbing stuff and picking up, or they're just kind of checking it out. But then all of a sudden, they get some type of coupon. I think that'd be genius right there. Looks like they have offices in U.S., China, Italy, Taiwan, and Germany. Oh yeah, they're good. They're good. Security on roadway. I don't care about that. Record critical details. I'm good to see if this one right here. Wonder what the difference is between purple and green. Probably just vehicles or something else. No, but there's some vehicles over here. Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. It is doing a decent job tracking. It's not tracking all of these people. I do notice that. It's missing a few people over there. But generally speaking, it is doing a pretty decent job. Having a little bit more trouble with the faster vehicles, that's for sure. All Okay. Record critical details. Now, what could this possibly be though? I'm guessing they have some good quality cameras. That's all I can see from that one. From drones and stuff like that, that could be very interesting. Okay, so I like what I see from this company though. Technologies. This one, see if there's anything else here. Trained neural network. Oh, that sounds modern. Let's see. Bad binary. Low power. Oh, that's always good. Man, you know they're going for the millionaires looking to buy this stuff because who has a house like that? Who has a house like that? They need to fix this though. Whatever that little thing was, they need to fix it. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting right there. Especially for people like me who have astigmatism. That's actually kind of nice. And they have their own chips. Yeah. Computer vision. You know, I like when Elon Musk shows these types of things with the Tesla. So it's following the line. I don't know how I like that because uh, society is kind of messing up our roads to the point where there's a lot of roads I drive on that don't really have those lines anymore, to be honest. Um, Maybe it depends on where you're at. But I think this is a decent buy here. So okay, hold on. It's just expensive. But it's only a $4 billion market cap, so it's not like it's crazy, right? So why don't we add this in here? Let me just find the ticker, AMBA. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Not working? There we go. And then the price right now is 93.53. Oh, it could be different after hours. $94. That's higher than what we're going to be looking at right now, but we got to pay the real price. All right. We're just going to buy one. Okay. So now we got two stocks. We're 2 out of 3 right now. Overall, SoundHound seems like a good one that has some good growth to it. It has a high market cap of $6 billion. Upstart, you know what? Just it looks a little bit kind of wonky to me. I've owned it. I own it personally, but I'm looking at some other stuff, and if I only want to pick like a few, you know, it's not going to really meet that muster here. Sentinel One. I don't know if any of you guys have heard about this one before, but I want to check it out. Human plus AI. Huh. Interesting. Okay, well let's go through this bit by bit then here. If it can do it. Because I'm always curious to see if I don't know, just some of these new AI companies, if they're really AI or not. Well, the other ones I see a mix of software and AI, so I can kind of see what's happening. But this one will be interesting. Let me cancel this. It's glitching out, I think. Let's see if this makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, let's see how that works out right there with the. Yeah, now it's searching the web and stuff like that. Should be okay. Nasdaq routers, Barron's, Investopedia. Okay, they're profitable, or they're growing, I should say. Okay, that's not bad. So AI native cybersecurity platform spanning endpoint, cloud, data, AI security, and emerging AI SIEM. Scale is building. Q2 revenue was. Hold on. I wonder if this meant to say 2025. We're not in the year 2026. 242 million revenue. That's up 22% from last year. ARR billion up 24%, and 100K plus APR customers. Excuse me, ARR customers. Okay, that's growing. So it's really just AI security. Growth is good, profitability is not great, but it's improving. Valuation depends on execution, that's not that great, and momentum is pretty good. So SentinelOne looks like a credible AI security platform consolidator, fast ARR growth, rising large customer mix, and a clear roadmap of profitability in 2026. If execution on AI SIEM data and general AI security lands, the story strengthens. The watch items, competitive pressure consistently of beats versus guides, and translating non-GAA gains to okay. Yeah, I just call it gap. So they're competing with Crowd, PanW, and Microsoft. What is PanW? I know CrowdStrike and Microsoft. I don't know PanW. Oh, Palo Alto. Yes, I do. So they're a minor player. So those are all three really great companies. In this scenario, you would be looking to play this not as a long term type of thing for 10 to 20 years, but something more of a buyout opportunity where one of those big players actually ends up buying it out, right? So, and the ticker is only S, which is kind of interesting. Okay, so the stock hasn't been performing that great. It's been up since 2023, like a lot of other stuff, but not having that same growth at all. What we've seen though is the ability for it to go from $15 all the way up to $30 pretty quickly within a matter of a few months. So this can definitely always take off again, but is it really worth the risk of looking at the asset here? Huntress versus SentinelOne. Healthcare, manufacturing, state, and local government. Hmm. Let me just ask it straight up. So, why ha- why has the stock been underperforming so much? Because in theory it sounds pretty cool, but I mean that website didn't look pretty interesting. What they're doing seems okay, but I just, if they got that big competition, it's hard to go up against the big guys. Remember, America doesn't really fight monopolies like they used to, right? So the guidance came in below expectations, and the outlook was also light. So, in an environment of high interest rates and cost conscious corporates, cybersecurity buying decisions, especially large enterprise contracts, are taking longer and budgets are tighter. Okay, that's not good for them. So, it's not enough growth for them, the larger institutions, to really buy into it. They're taking longer to reach profitability than the market would like. And they're uninspiring and lagging compared to peers. Damn. So it has a credible long-term story, strong AI narrative, cybersecurity platform. Okay. It's just that it has a bad macro market right now because a lot of businesses aren't spending a lot of money, and it has very high competition. So it's not really the market that's best suited for this. So I would probably put this one as another maybe. Nothing really great. This security is available on 24-hour market. Okay, cool. Um, so we're gonna be skipping over Sentinel One here. Not that great. Cognex Corporation. Another $6 billion one though. We might have to speed this up a little bit. We're already through 1 hour of streaming. We might have to just go and look to see what's the best out of this type of stuff. AI machine vision for factories. Ooh, that actually is pretty interesting right here. Okay, hold on. I'll show you. Provider of machine vision and barcode reading systems used in industrial automation, manufacturing, logistics, and inspection. Its product site includes smart cameras, vision software, deep learning enabled sensors, and platform for edge smart vision analytics. According to its 2024 Form 10K filed February 13, 2025, the company documents its role in high volume manufacturing automation and describes repurchases dividend programs. Ooh, that's what I like to hear. That's the type of stuff the hedge funds like to hear. Okay. Niche leadership in machine vision. Okay. So holds a strong position in the industrial automation. So 2024, they've been doing cost control and share repurchases. Okay. So growth is okay, profitability is okay, valuation is okay, and momentum is good. So overall, it's okay. So I almost wonder, what's this stock gonna look like? Kind of feel like it should be up. Oh, but it's not. Oh, so this was something completely different back in the 90s. So they probably work in the industry space, but they've moved over towards the AI component of it. Let's see. At the high in 2021, it was $104. It never had the 2022 recovery, 2024 recovery that a lot of other assets did. It went all the way down as far as $22 and back up here towards 50. It can boost, but it's probably not going to be a long-term holder. Yeah. AI-based drug discovery, computational bio. We can check this one out. Let me see. AI biology, pharma, no. AI customer experience analytics, nah. AI software platform. This one could be interesting, yeah. Big Bear AI, that's one that we can recommend there. Enodata Veritone. Nothing too crazy here. I mentioned that I'm curious that iRobot Corporation is in here though for the home robots. I have a robot by them. All right, so let's go over here to Schrodinger. I can't even pronounce that properly. My bad. Let's see. But mostly, how is this one performing on the stock one? Oh, this one hasn't been performing well at all either. We might as well just move on to the next one here. Maybe we go from stock first to see if the market even likes it. Then we double down and to kind of see if it's good or not based off of what we have there. So that makes things a little bit faster. Oh, so my bad, guys. Here we go. Let's see. No, you're seeing a kind of a similar story. It's almost like some of the altcoins here, right? Sprinkler. No, they just haven't been performing the way the market wants them to. Tempest AI, let me see. And these are the top 10, right? Well, according to ChatGPT, we already know the Big Bear is better than a lot of this stuff. Oh, here we go. Tempest AI. It's dipped down from $104 to 71, but honestly, there's a bunch of assets that have been doing that in the past. This might be something to look at here. Okay, here we go. So Tempest AI is a healthcare technology company aiming to bring AI and machine learning insights to precision medicine, combing genetics, diagnostics, and molecular data and analytics. Oh, so we're going to learn a lot about that type of stuff. Okay. First mover, sustainable advantage potential, has good tailwinds. So, but caveat, healthcare diagnostics has regulatory reimbursement and execution risk. I mean, if they say they can maybe help with cancer or something like that, it might not be that bad. And you know how the government loves to give money to healthcare. So, revenue is up 84% year over year. Wait, so what's their market cap at? 12 billion? Let's check this out very fast. Just the website. This could be something to add to the list here. Let's see. I'm an AI-enabled agent here to help you navigate our website. Ask me questions to learn about more our company and how we are revolutionizing patient care and drug development through data-driven insights. I'm in beta, so I might make errors, but I'm also not built for sensitive purposes, so please don't share protected health information. How does your company profit? Just going to see what it says there. It might just refer me to the 10K report or something like that. Oh, all right, all right. So, genomic testing and analysis services, which are used by healthcare providers to inform personalized patient care. For the year ended December 31st, 2024, Tempest reported genomics net revenue of $451 million. Damn. And data and services. So they are making money. They're growing. Okay, I like this one. Yeah. Let's add this onto our chat here. Now what's the ticker for this one? TEM. And we'll just buy one here. I like this one. This one's actually had some really great growth, and it just went to the market back in June of last year. This one has not been performing well. I think they had some type of big news here, AI. I don't know exactly what happened with it, but yeah, it kind of fell off a cliff here, so we're probably going to skip that one. It was good for a minute, had a great little move. It was consolidating, and then it just fell back down. Horrible, horrible thing. Next up is going to be Big Bear AI. I'm already going to say I'm going to buy this one just because we've talked about this a number of times in the past, but I will pull it up for you guys. Still moving in the right direction. And then we'll go over here very fast to talk about it just for a second. But this is probably one of my favorite ones that I hold so far. Let's see. So it's an AI software and analytics company focused primarily on defense, national security, supply chains, industrial systems, and enterprise operations. That's a lot. That's a lot. But growth is okay. Profitability is not that great. Valuation is not that great. And momentum is okay. And despite all that, we've seen some really good movement from this. And I wonder if it's just because they get a lot of government contracts and stuff like that. They have a lot of cash on hand, which is pretty good, a strong balance sheet. That's probably the main reason that I got into them. Key growth drivers, defense and national security spending. Republicans, Democrats, they all say different things, but they all put money towards the military, of course. Acquisition of Ask Sage. This adds generative AI capabilities and user base in government regulated sectors, could accelerate ARR growth if integrated well. Okay. Dependence on government contracts, right? High risk. Bigware is a high risk, high potential investment. It checks many of the rule breaker boxes. Yeah, we're gonna get this too. Let's pull this up. And so what do we have so far? There we go. We only got 4 so far. Enter data. Let's check out the chart for this one first. I think I like looking at the chart better just to kind of see what the market thinks of it overall. Enter data is still growing. Wow. The last time I talked about this was 2023. And it went up, went down, now it's back up. Wow. It is falling down a little bit right now too, but this thing is hitting a massive surge. And again, we're hoping that we're buying a lot of this stuff around this zone right now, right? And it's going to go up later on, which will be pretty nice. There we go. So a global data engineering company focused on enabling generative AI and AI algorithms by providing high quality training data, data annotation, data transformation services as platforms. So 79% year-over-year growth, which is fantastic. Talked about that. Simply Wall Street lists net profit of 14.11% based on recent TTM figures. Growth is very strong. Profitability is good. Valuation is good. And momentum is good. Train and deploy industry-leading generative and traditional AI. Traditional, generative, okay. Goes over my head, but I definitely add this to the list, though. It's been performing wonderfully so far. Absolutely wonderful. And all whatever I end up having on this list here by the end of the stream, I'll invest the $143 pretty much evenly into it. So I'll just kind of divide it by 10, 11, whatever we end up going for, you know, and really breaking it down like that. And hey, David, AI stock is not overvalued. So what we're looking at right now is, yes, some of them are going to be overvalued, some are not, but we're looking at stuff that we can hold for like months and months and months and months and see some really good movement. And if you guys want to, you can sell it. But for me, I think I'm going to hold on to some of this stuff for like a year plus, because if I double down, let's say I start off this account with $143, right? I just toss an extra $100 into today. I never use Robinhood. I'm only using it because I want to show you guys like a portfolio that I build myself, where I can show it to you guys in a very easy way, and I can also do screen records on my phone on my app, so I can kind of show you guys on short form content. But what I'll do is every month I'll toss in $100 and I'll add whatever, like let's say we have 10 stocks, right? I'll put $10 into each of these every month. 10, 10, 10. Maybe $10 every 2 weeks. I'm not entirely sure. But I think what I'm going to do is, if something is working out very well, I'll double down into that. And if something hasn't been working out for the last few months, maybe I'll buy a little bit, but not really a lot. It'll be a little bit different. But so far, yeah, there's been some that are like really good, like Innodata, and there's been other ones that haven't been bad. This is the first time I've tried a stream like this where I do the AI stuff and we're just kind of working through if it's good or bad. I've made videos before in the past about, hold on, Michael Whitman, there you go. I fucking hate the Nazis taking my spot. So I've done this in the past where I do like AI stocks. I have made videos in the past. Like this one is from 2 months ago. This is from 2 months ago. That's a short from it. 3 months ago. Oh, did I stream 3 months? Maybe I did make a stream about this. No, that was just a video I made while I was a talking head. It doesn't break down my videos that well. let me go over here very fast. Let's see. Like, here's one I made back in 2023. Intelligence. So like Big Bear AI, right? I've talked about some of these for a very long time. Right. So I told you guys about it back over here 2023. It worked out well if you bought over here, you know. But there's also some that I talked about I'm sure didn't do as hot. This isn't going to be as crystal clear. MITK. This is Matech Systems here. Maybe this one didn't do as well. MITK. Right. So if you bought it back over here, yeah, it hasn't like crashed, but it hasn't done anything fantastic, right? And then there's also, where am I? Oh, sorry, I gotta keep on looking at this in a weird way. Digitech Systems. But I've been talking about AI stocks for a while. There's Nerdy, SoundHound AI. I used to like break down the market cap, the income, and the employees, all that type of stuff, like SoundHound. That's one thing we're buying again today. 2023. Yeah, so this one ended up working out very well. But the goal is the majority of these should make you so much money that even that one that went down, like let's say 20%, if you were to buy this back over here, you know, you're still up 533%. That 533% profit should well take care of any of the AI stocks that don't perform well, right? At least that's the goal here. So far, I've been pretty good at it, but I've never done a stream really dedicated to it like this. It's just really long and kind of long, a little bit different, right? So we're gonna add that one in there as well. Veritone, this is a pretty interesting AI platform for media and government. I didn't know if this was going to have a bunch of contracts like everything else we've been talking about like Big Bear AI and stuff like that. But I figured it was worth talking about for a second. Let me just see how the chart's been doing. I think it's been pretty bad the last few weeks. But overall, it's been trying to have something of a reversal. So I bought it like trying to see if it will have a reversal. I would say this is probably a higher risk one, but something I'm probably going to put into the watch list here, or the portfolio here myself. So it's an enterprise AI software company building AI platform solutions via its AI aware operating system designed for media, government, public safety, and enterprise use cases, unstructured data processing, video, audio analytics. And they're up 33% over year. You're saying profitability isn't that necessarily that great. Growth is just okay. Valuation isn't that great, and momentum is just okay. But you've seen the stock come up a little bit more here. So I wouldn't say it's a must-have, but I do think there's an opportunity here all the same. And since I am looking for a little bit more stuff to buy into, and since you know this thing can go higher, I'd probably end up buying some more of this here. So get one, just one. There you go. And then let me go back over here a little bit. And if you guys have any questions about any of these, let me know, or you guys have your own one. Looking only for AI? Yeah, for right now, just AI stocks. We talk about cryptocurrency and the rest of the market here most of the time. We never really do these deep dives, just kind of looking and building a portfolio. The goal of this is really, I'm going to put together a portfolio with this $143, and every month, maybe every 2 weeks, I haven't really decided yet, probably just every month. Every month, I'm going to add another $100 into this portfolio, and by the end of, by next November, there should be $1,200 of invested money in here, and I'll just keep on tossing more and more in here, and then we'll come back and see, oh my God, did this work out very well? Did I turn $1,000 into $5,000 or something like that, or did it turn into like $500? Right? Either way, there'll be some interesting things happening right here. It makes a change from the crypto moonies? Yeah, very much so, right? Very much. Normally it's what do you call? Yeah, it's definitely different. Better than crypto, at least it has value. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And hey, about happy to see my man Orbate. I can't pronounce the name probably, but happy to see my man. I like the stream. You do all the research, and I just sit back and listen and get ideas. Typically the easiest way to do it. I started off probably not doing it the best way because I try to go really in depth. But like looking at the charts, it kind of gives you a little bit of an easier idea of what exactly is happening here right now. And these particular ones, because some stocks are doing horrible in the AI sector. Some are actually doing fantastic, and you just have to take a little bit of time to find out what's happening here. Like here's Reco Systems. This one is doing okay, not great. This was the 2022 overvaluation where free government money was popping in, and it's gone all the way down from $24 to $2.18. Oh my God, yeah, a little rough, wouldn't you say? But before all that, here, guys, I'm gonna give Loki one more treat. He's been a good dog so far. Let's see. He might come over here. Oh, yep, there he is. What if I just put like this much? Found a cheat code. Yeah, kind of scarfed that down a little bit too fast. All right, let's hop back into it. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know, okay? I'm a software developer, and I'm getting Corepod to do my work now. Hey, man, like, this is the modern world. Your boss is going to really enjoy you being more productive at work. You know what I mean? And if you're more productive, that means you don't face the layoffs. I have a lot of friends across the country that have been laid off over the last few months, and I'm just like, bro, this is fucking insane, right? The ones that haven't been laid off, for the most part, are the ones taking all those damn AI courses. In fact, they're getting freaking promotions, which is crazy. But do you want a promotion when the middle management is what's getting laid off in the country? I don't know. So this one's worth checking out at least. I don't necessarily love the chart, but I think it's worth checking out. It's worth checking out. So Record is roadway intelligence. Using artificial intelligence, Record collects, connects, and organizes the world's mobility data to deliver revolutionary roadway intelligence, laying the foundation for a digital-enabled operating system for the road. Damn, I don't think America could do this, but Europe, yeah, Europe can do it. What about Record very fast? I love these little 4K videos. This is all stuff that you can get from like Envato websites, like editing websites. They didn't have to do anything. Like, they're not even talking about anything. They're talking about label review and annual statistics and the rate of growth. Like, I love it, but at the same time, being an editor myself, I understand it. Okay, here we go. Here's the actual stuff. Or maybe not. Notice how I was just tapping in the keyboard and like something was going to happen. Okay, we don't gotta watch this video. I don't know what we were gonna get from learning about them from that. Oh shit. All right. Know your roadways with comprehensive AI-driven analytics. So this would be great for small towns, or not towns, but like cities, to kind of see where traffic is moving. So you have a pretty good understanding of where everybody's going, and you can kind of put resources towards certain areas at certain times, right? Let's say, for example, there seems to be a lot of crashes on this road around this time. Maybe you can't stop the crashes because you don't care enough to do so. But what you can do is, like in Washington, we have these things called state emergency freeway vehicles. We have these things called these things, they're just always ready to go. And if you know there's going to be like, usually there's crashes in this area more than others, you can deploy those resources around that area ahead of time. So when inevitably it does happen, you're ready to go and everybody's very happy. I don't know what they're called. Maybe some of you guys have them. I don't see them many places, but I don't go driving many places, right? But they're literally just a little mobile stop, go to the left, whatever, crash ahead type of stuff. And they're pretty darn good. So I could see this actually doing okay. It seems like they're having issues actually getting contracts though, from what I'm looking at. But let me go over here very fast and see what exactly is going on. The growth has not been good. Profitability is not great. Valuation is not great. Momentum is not really good. So we are definitely going to skip this one a little bit here. And hey, Wilder, happy to see you, my man. And Lisa, yeah, it's definitely an interesting one now. One Stop Systems. Well, this is a low market cap here, $200, $300 million market cap. This one's actually not that bad. Now, it's been flat, but since 2023, you know, remember this was the raise interest rates type of environment. It has gone from like $2 up to $5. That's not bad at all. It's back up pretty much to the IPO prices. Ooh, this could be interesting. Yeah. One Stop Systems designed to manufacture specialized high-performance compute modules and system for edge applications, rugged servers, compute accelerators, high-speed switch fabrics, and storage systems aimed at AI, ML workflows, sensor and fusion processing. Oh my god, that sounds like a lot of stuff there. A net income of negative 6.9 million. So not that great. It's actually losing a little bit of money. So why are they going up? Growth is okay. Profitability is not great. Valuation is okay. And momentum is okay. Well, why has the stock been surging higher? Because I'm curious. The fundamentals apparently don't look that great. So what's happening here? So analysts point to OSS pivoting more clearly into edge AI compute for defense mission critical systems, government contracts. For example, multi-year defense and commercial platform wins, revenue and gross margin for sustained growth. Okay. So the stock has been climbing because investors are increasingly confident OSS is translating its niche rugged edge AI compute plus defense industrial into higher growth, higher margin business. The recent product positioning, strong pipeline commentary, and improved financial signals all support that narrative. If OSS delivers on its pipeline of 20 to 30% growth target, margin improvement, defense contract wins, defense contracts, there you go, then the surge is justified. If not, the risk of a pullback remains due to high expectations baked in. It's only $5. I think this is worth pulling the trigger on for $5. This is probably one of the more iffy ones, to be honest. But I mean, let's see what happens here. And now we're up to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different assets here. Resolve AI, visual search and retail AI. Now, we already came across another one of these, and I wonder if this is one that's going to be looking a little bit better. What was the last one that we saw that was the visual AI? Is this a... I think it was the Umbrella one. I think that was the one. Ooh. Ooh, this is what do they do? What do they do? What do they do? But 90% chance we don't mess with this at all. CrowdStrike? Oh no, we were just talking about CrowdStrike versus Microsoft and Palo Alto networks. That was actually the competition of a smaller one. The ones we're talking about right now, as far as AI stocks, they're like the really high risk ones. So they're like going to be under $20 billion market cap, really in the mid cap and below range. So they have an opportunity to go very high and give you hundreds and hundreds of percent, if not thousands of percent. But it takes years, right? But if you have years to wait, it can be very good. For example, with the Big Bear AI one, oh Jesus, this one just looks crazy. I recommended this back over here in December of 2023, right? And since then, it's up 184%. The InnoData one, I forgot the ticker for that one. There we go, InnoData. Recommended this the same December of 2023. Oh, right here. And that one's up 675% since buying it. So we're looking for those ones that could the average return you're going to get from just holding the SPY is like 15%, 13% a year. We're trying to go into the higher risk ones where you don't have to put your entire retirement account into it. But if you wanted to have a small slice of your portfolio that's very high risk, you could look at some of this stuff, It's a UK headquartered company. I don't like the UK right now. I mean, they're just having a bunch of shit going on, aren't they? Extremely small base. Wait, the reported revenue was $188,000. Net loss very large, 172 million. Oh my god. So they only brought in around $200,000 of revenue and they burned through 173 million? Growth is bad, profitability is bad, valuation is bad, and momentum is somehow okay. Some positive signals. You know what? I don't think anybody really likes the UK right now. So Trump is definitely America first with this type of stuff. The European Union is like, remember Brexit? Well, now you're gonna feel the pain for it. I don't. It's something that we could possibly skip for now. Let's say that, right? AI is increasing the need for cybersecurity. Oh, definitely. That is definitely for sure, dude. I can't wait to see how these modern hackers are freaking dealing with all this stuff. Like, oh god, these. What's the? I used to date a girl that used to go to the hacking conventions down in Vegas all the time. I guess I didn't technically. Well, yeah, date. We weren't like a romantic dating, but dating nonetheless. But I know she said those places were crazy. I wonder how they're using AI nowadays. Yearn Digital, AI enriched fintech and credit risk. I don't want to do any more banking stuff. I don't like that type of stuff. Consumer robots, no, that one's not really worth it for me. I don't see how those guys scale. Nightscope, this is interesting. I'm pretty sure this is a scam company, and I don't mean like they're like legitimately scamming, but I hear that like all the time they're just raising more and more and more and more and more money, and it's never been enough for them. Let me just show this stock. I wonder if it's been good or not. I've been seeing their ads for yeah, there you go. There you go. Shit. Yeah, let's skip that one right there. Oh my god. I've heard so many bad things about that and I haven't really done too much research. I just remember they used to have tons of ads on Facebook saying, "Hey, this is a great new modern company. Invest in us." And everybody was investing, but they kept on getting more and more diluted, which is crazy. Spectral AI, medical diagnostic AI. That could be interesting. Man, the government spends so much money on medicine, so I just always, not worth it. It's interesting, but not worth it. Silicon Motion Technology, AI optimized storage controllers. SEMO. Mmm. Just hit all-time highs. Looks like they mostly ran into AI a while ago. In April, they just took off. With tariffs, they were down as $36. Yeah. It's hard because if we buy this, it's probably going to dip down, but we're just going to have to dollar cost average into it anyway. But it looks like it can be very good. Let's see. Silicon Motion Technology Corporation designs, develops, and markets NAND flash controllers for solid state drives and other flash based storage devices. All right. Revenue was approximately 803 million, up from around 639 million in 2023. So it's becoming more profitable. I shouldn't say that just yet. They have a growth of 25.7%. Let's see. Balance sheet's going up. Growth is okay. Profitability is good. Valuation is good, and valuation's okay. Excuse me. But momentum is good as well. Decent. Maybe I'll just Google it. There you go. I just wanted to find the website. Very simple website. Enable triple 4K displays for universal docking station. Oh, shit. Okay, I can see that being kind of cool. Automotive flash controllers. So they're building some cool stuff for the new tech we're kind of looking for here. Or I phrased in such a weird way. They have some parts that are going to be in the futuristic stuff we're going to be using. Let's just say that. More reliable, efficient, and power saving ECC technology for the latest and next generation 3D NAND. Let's see. I think I can put some money behind that one. Now it's at $93. There's a lot here. And the market cap for this is only 3.2 billion, so I don't have to really do much. Simo? Yeah, I think I would do that one. Let's see. I don't have enough cash. Well, it's a TradingView account. Of course I have no cash in a TradingView account. AI fraud detection payments, no. AI for legislation and policy data, no. But I want to see how this one is actually doing, though. That could be very interesting. Like, what I want, honestly, I want to have an AI, and maybe one day I'll build a program like this, or not build. I have a friend do it for me, something like that. That I could plug in all transcripts from every little piece of government news, and by that I mean like every time there's a hearing at the government, every time there's a transcript from a dialogue that's happening, I want it to always be going into the AI, and then the AI always be giving me, hey, this was said in here, this is very interesting here, this is something that you should pay attention to, and I use that to kind of make AI videos where it's just like a YouTube channel that does short form content only, and it's on TikTok and Twitter, whatever. But every time something happens from the government that like people just miss because the news only likes to report on certain types of topics, it just blasts out there, and it's like this could be interesting for you guys to pay attention to. And then maybe because social media is looking at it, maybe journalists will have an incentive to write about it because they can get clicks from it, right? That's the way you kind of have to like push the media towards stuff nowadays. But that would be interesting. Okay, let me go over here to note very fast. Oh shit. Nope. That's what I was like, yeah, government, government's closed, isn't it? Fraud prevention, no. AI audio. Oh, this is interesting. I don't know how many more we got left of this if they're not really doing too much. Oh, here we go. Choppy, very, very choppy, but you know what? It's been performing better, I guess you could say. And this one is called KN. So this is Knowles Corp. It only has a 1.2 billion valuation, or 1.93 now. AI audio and sensor chip. So it's a very small market cap stock, though. Market leader and global provider of high performance audio and precision devices, specifically balanced armature speakers, advanced microphones, high performance capacitors, RF microwave filters, and components used in market spanning consumer electronics. Where's the AI? Where is the AI part? AI enabled microphone and audio font in. So Knowles builds high performance MEMS microphones and audio processors used in AI enabled devices. Think smartphones, smart speakers, Alexa. Oh, I see. So these microphones are designed to capture ultra clean multi microphone acoustic data, which feeds directly into AI speech recognition and sound classification models. Okay, I can kind of see what that is. Modern hearing aids, okay. Employ adaptive AI to automatically tune in, suppress background noise. Oh. AI infrastructure, AI software models, AI enabling hardware sensor chips. It's the ears of AI. Interesting. I'm okay with this one. This one is going to be a little bit more of a high risk one in my opinion, but I think it's worth a shot, especially because it's relatively cheap, around $22. I think I can live with that. Yeah, that is an interesting one right there. Sonos, like the speakers? Oh no, okay. Make any song you can imagine. Oh, these websites, okay. I haven't really done much with AI music. I don't know if any of you guys have done something like that before. So, did the wrong one. There you go, Sono. How's the stock looking? You know, it's making some moves back up. Can it make a change? I don't know. It's relatively cheap. So, design wireless audio systems and smart speakers for homes and increasingly embedding voice and okay. Yeah, this is moderate growth. It's not the AI growth we're looking for. Now, QBTS, this is probably one that I'm just going to automatically buy because I already have this in my account. But yeah, it's been doing pretty well. Little high, of course, but in the scheme of things, it only has a $10 billion valuation, so it should definitely go higher. I'll pull it up here so you guys can check it out, though. And while I'm doing that, I'll go back over here and just type this in here. There you go. Yeah, great stock. Really great. Been holding this for a while, too. Back in since December. Boom. Way over here back at 85 cents. Oh, good God. Yeah, times are different, I guess. Duos Technology Group. Interesting. So, D-Wave Quantum develops quantum computing systems, software, and services, particularly focusing on quantum annealing and moving into more universal gate model quantum technologies. So, 12-month revenue, $24 million. The market cap for this sucker is only $10 billion, like I said a few minutes ago. For example, according to stock analysis, revenue jumped 156% in the last reported period. But note the base is small, 8 to 9 million in recent years, and thus growth percentage can look large, but absolute scale remains modest. Given the tiny revenue base, large losses, and speculative nature, the valuation is essentially about future potential rather than current fundamentals, that's for sure. Growth is okay. Profitability is not good. Valuation is okay. And momentum revisions are okay here. I think as more corporations and more people are able to get access to quantum, which is going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. I do think this is something that'll end up being okay here. But it says the risk is commercial adoption is still nascent. Enormous execution risk, cash burn and dilution risk, being unprofitable if it doesn't scale. If the scale doesn't come fast, further dilution of financial risk may hurt. Competitive technology risk. Many players, Google, Microsoft, whatever, are pursuing quantum computing. D-Wave must maintain or extend its edge. Valuation risk with high expectations baked in. Any setback or slower than expected adoption may cause sharp re-rating downward. So, pure speculation, frontier tech investment, fitting the rule breaker category. High risk, high reward portfolios. If you want to, you can wait a little bit longer before getting into this. But so far, it's been performing pretty well. This is probably something you got to be a little bit more careful if you want to hold for years and years and years. This thing can really rocket off, and if you feel like you've made enough money, you can always sell or at least scale out of it a little bit more. Which anybody, you guys can always do that. Always do that. Dang, so it's never actually coming. Yeah, never actually coming. There you go. Duos Technologies Group. I don't know this one. AI for transport security inspection. I don't care about that. Oh, AI traffic vision systems. That could be interesting. How's the stock doing? Autoscope Technologies. So we're not going to do this one because it's over-the-counter stock. We don't play with those too much. But it has been interesting over the past years. It's been kind of going up. You would want to see this get back onto the NASDAQ or the S&P or just the New York Stock Exchange, something before you hop in there. So we're going to skip it. And the last one here is GSIT. Let me see. Did have a spike, all-time highs. Do I want to buy it there though? That's the question here. Disruptive solution for Gen AI and vector research. So it's a small cap semiconductor firm that designs, develops, and markets high performance memory solutions, static RAM, and is more recently pursuing AI processor type hardware, Gemini 2 Plus APUs, intended for image, sensor, and AI workloads. The company has posted negative net income for years. One report shows the RA is down 27%. Woo. And okay, 37%. That's not great. Growth is weak. Profitability is horrible. Valuation is not great. And momentum is just okay. This is a higher risk. What happened here? What was the news that caused this thing to spike? Oh, I see. GSI technology is up 133.5% after Cornell validates its energy efficient AI chip. Has the bull case changed? Hmm. So this breakthrough in energy efficiency positions GSI Technologies AI hardware as a potential disruptor in markets such as data centers, edge computing, and defense. Let's see. Every time it spikes, it kind of comes back down, doesn't it? let's not do this, but I'll add this as a watch list item down the road. Add to the AI watch list. There you go. All right. So here are the stocks we're going to be investing in that I'll be investing in tomorrow at market open or throughout the day. I'm not going to be awake during market open. It's going to be Umbrella Inc., Silicon Motion Technology Corp., Tempest AI, InnoData Inc., D-Wave Quantum, Knowles Corporation, SoundHound, Big Bear AI, One Stop Systems, and Veritone. Now, with all of these, I have to stress this is not something I'm looking to hold for a few weeks or even a couple months. I'm looking to hold these for years, so there's going to be a lot of volatility with all of this. So if you guys are not prepared to see your assets drop 20, 30, 40% like a cryptocurrency, right? This is not going to be the stuff you're looking to play around with. But this is just from when I've looked and scanned around for a little bit. Here are some options that I found that I think are going to perform well for me. This is not something that you guys have to follow along for. I just kind of took you along part of my process of how I find this stuff out. So I want to say like maybe once every couple weeks, something like that, we'll come back to this and we'll kind of see how they're doing the performance, look at news and things like that, and we'll see if anything has been doing particularly well. Like SoundHound has been horrible the last week. The month Big Bear AI has been doing pretty rough. But year to date, Big Bear is still up, Tempest AI is up, and stuff like that. So we'll go through all this and kind of keep track of it. But I think it'll be pretty interesting. And then I'll tell you guys what I bought here because with Robinhood I get those partial shares. So because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, each of these stocks will probably buy about $14 worth of them. Probably $13, so I have a little bit of cash left over for whatever. And we'll just kind of keep track and see how they perform. And then every month we'll add another $13, another $100, $100, until we get up to like $100 of a share, maybe $200 per share. It'll take a minute of time, of course, but I think that'll be something interesting we can do. So basically, every 10 weeks is $1,000 I'll put into this account, and we'll let it grow and grow and grow. So theoretically, every year I'll pop in like $5,000, and we'll just kind of see what happens if we invest in these AI stocks. And then if there are new AI stocks that come out, I will add those to here if I feel like they're worth it. And of course, we looked at 30, and I only found 10 that I actually liked. And some of these are just okay, but I feel like there's an opportunity there for them. So we'll see how this works out, right? So I hope you guys all enjoyed the stream with me today. I enjoyed some of you guys watching me smoke my cigar, of course. My tea is now cold, but is what it is here. Right? But I will see you guys tomorrow to go back talk about cryptocurrency, the regular markets, what's happening with the shutdown and stuff like that. But I do like making these little bit of videos for you guys and kind of having conversations. And I will say this, although the views for this video are probably not going to be as much as normal, like there's only like a third of the views as normal, I will say you guys were much more talkative and engaging, and I kind of like that over the views themselves. So I appreciate that a lot, guys. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks.